Andrew's been topping the drill up with seed, ready to go. Drill some wheat. That is the only thing with this drill, you have to have it unfolded to fill up the hopper. It's not a big deal, but it's just you've got to have the room to do it. So that's why we're doing it on the field, because it basically takes up most of the yard when it's folded out. I'm going to go and have a look at the OSR that was sown later to check it's okay, because people saying they've been getting a lot of slugs. I thought it had been so dry that they wouldn't be very active, and I've not seen them in the first sown stuff. I better check the second sown stuff. It's only just starting to come up. Can't see any chewed bits though. Plenty of grass weeds coming through it, see? It's got a bit of buckwheat in it as a companion as well. Yeah, look at the grass weeds. That's why we put it into OSR, so we can control them. Show you this in the shade of the trees, where it's growing a lot better. I can't find any slugs. Been looking under some big stones and things, even where it's damp under the trees, so that's a good sign. And not really any flea beetle damage, which is even better sign. Look at the grass weeds on the headland, but if you zoom in, you can see the rows coming up. So there's 3 on the screen there now. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the OSR and its companion crop coming up. Well, that one's been chewed, but that's been chewed by pigeons. This gets the shade in the midday sun, even better again. Moisture's everything this year. Now, Andrew's over there drilling wheat. See this field here? Can you see the little black lines in it? We're trying an experiment on here. We're trying to grow a companion crop with the wheat. But if you imagine, when you put a pre-emergence spray on, you will kill everything bar the wheat. So what we've done is we put the pre-emergence spray on first, and then drill the wheat through it in little lines. So in the rows, you'll basically have the companion crop and the wheat that will compete against each other. So we shouldn't get grass weeds. And then the bands in the middle should still remain sprayed with the pre-emergence spray, is the plan. So it's a very much of an experiment, but it's only a small field. So we're going to see what happens. I had the mustard on, and it was only drilled a week ago, and it's nearly as advanced as the OSR we've just been looking at that was sown 3 weeks ago, just because it's had moisture. So it just shows that the other field didn't grow at all until it got the same rain that this had. I'm just going to go and pick a scraper box up for Nick. He's got a job on with it, and then we might have a little play with it ourselves on some of these humps and bumps in fields, and maybe even strip off where that new building's going, perhaps, if we have time. Well, it's a pretty big choice. What a good idea that is.
It's just simple, really.
Yeah. That's a beast, isn't it, that one?
And then, I don't know if them hoses are going to be long enough.
Oh, for the quad, I think they'll be
Blimey.
fine. It's not actually that heavy. 17.8 tonne, so it's a tractor weight 10.5. Have a play with that scraper box later. I've just go and meet the MP at Bill and Joe's. Looks like Stu the bee man's there, sorting out the beehives. Yeah, pick this up for Nick. He's doing a job with it. So if you put it on a wagon, because it's 3 meters wide, you had to have a movement order, and it was dead expensive. Where it's only half an hour away, put it behind the tractor. It's no wider than the muck spreader. But we saw it obviously on the back of the Xerion working, and I just think it's ingeniously simple how it works. You've got 2 huge rams that just pivot this back axle down, and then they act as press wheels when you've discharged the load out of it. you've got a ram in here that pushes this back plate, which of course is on a big roller there and a little roller there. That pushes forward and discharges the load out of it. You've got a blade at the bottom, just like a bucket. In fact, it's very similar to a JCB 4-in-1 bucket, you know, with the kind of like scoopy bit at the front. Like when I got back before and tried to have a play with it, I tried to go down the field there messing about, and I dropped the blade down but didn't open this front bit, so of course it just like didn't want to move. But if you open that and you drop the blade, that chisels it off just like a plane, like a wood plane. It bubbles it up inside, so of course you're only moving the soil up a little bit, and you press spool valve, drop the wheels, the whole thing just lifts up, don't know, a foot off the floor, drive it to exactly where you want it, and then open this clamshell, pull another spool, this plate comes forwards, of course, then it just falls off the edge with the floor moving underneath it. It just pulls it off to a grade that that's set to, because you can lift that up and down with the wheels, and then these press wheels just press it back in. So it's pretty simple, really. I believe once it's full of soil it's about 20 tonne, and to be fair, it is about the size of a dump trailer, 20 tonne dump trailer, because soil obviously weighs twice as much as grain. It's got this drawbar on the front though that's not, it'd be fine on the quad track or something like that, but wasn't ideal on the Fendt because it was just sitting a bit skewy. Want some bushes on it, but if you were doing a lot of work you'd probably unbolt it and make a different arrangement for the front, maybe pull it on a picker pitch perhaps. But it's got little numbers there to tell you how far you've opened the blade. So that then, as it opens, that sticker arrives up here so you can see what you're doing. But yeah, we'll try and have a play with it, maybe strip off where we're going to build that shed as well. Tempted to level off some of the humps and bumps in this field while it's here. I'm just looking, there's no stickers on it. It's on hire from a company called Red Bull Equipment, I think it is. But they've got none of their stickers on it, which is a bit strange. But it was very, very cheap to hire, I thought. I'm back now. John's been chipping, I can't remember his name. He's been doing a bit of chipping. He's just been moving stuff around with the Merlot. Yeah, so I went to meet the MP, Derek Twigg. He's the one for my area. It never used to be Maria Eagle, but they had a reshuffle the other year with the boundaries, so we've ended up with him. Talked to him about the family farm stuff. Totally gets it, totally understands it. I was going to go to Rachel, come home for the meeting, turn the radio on to find that they've had a complete cabinet reshuffle. Rachel in accounts is still in accounts, so that's good. But Steve Reed, who we'd got to meet and got a bit of a rapport going with him and his what do you call it, SPAD, special advisor, has now moved. He's now going doing Angela Rayner's job, which is a bit of a shame because he started to understand what he was doing. He'd been in the job just over a year and really got to understand what farming was all about. Admittedly, they've done some stupid things, but that was treasury related, and he was the perfect soldier for him because he didn't disagree with what he was told from the boss, if you will, which wasn't much good for us. But he was I do believe he was working in the background trying to fix the difficult situation that we've got now, and hopefully we'll adapt the Dan Needle to take on board some of the Dan Needle work that he's done with the better proposal that will sort out probably 80% of farmers out of this horrendous situation. So now we've got a new one, Emma Reynolds, another city MP, sadly. Probably got a few more farms in her constituency than Steve Reed ever had, but yeah, frustrating really that you've now got someone new in a job with zero experience going to be making decisions on agriculture and farming. The further away they are from us, the better. And I know we were losing subsidies and the SFI and all this, and it's a bit rubbish. But equally, the volatility that they can create isn't much good either. If we could keep politics out of agriculture, it'd be far better. But yeah, hopefully Derek understood. He's not going anywhere. He's obviously until the next election, whether he gets back in, whatever. Hopefully he will get into Treasury and tell them that they've destroyed the agricultural economy. We've had, a couple of dealers in the last 12 months go bust local to us. No confidence for people to buy machinery, is there? Interesting fact, in Italy last week, they said this was the highest proportion of Ferrari owners lived where we were. We're like, what do you mean? He said, oh, it's quite an affluent city, town, whatever you'd call it. And we were like, oh, why is that? And the guy just turned around and went, because they're all family businesses. We said, well, what do you mean? He said, well, family businesses, if they're going for a difficult time, they just work a bit harder, they put more hours in and they get through it and they stay in business. He said, the more family businesses you have in a region, the better it is. And I thought that was really good, that was his first reason for why a lot of people own Ferraris in that town. Whereas you get the government that we've got now, and they don't understand family businesses at all, and are actually trying to destroy them. So yeah, that was that. Anyway, I'm waffling now. I'm going to quickly do the birthdays while I'm here. Today's video has been a bit short because I have been on the road picking that up this morning, and then on the phone most of it, and then meeting the MP. So I've probably not done the most interesting stuff for you today. Right, here we go today. We got Denny Den is 40, Samuel Gray is 27, Tom Hill is 27. And when I was writing that, I was thinking, it looks like Tony Hall, similar letters, doesn't it? Luke Abelet is 37, I think it's pronounced. Murray Cooper's 42. Hannah was born at 3:05 today. Probably the youngest person ever on here, to be honest. And Guy Robinson was the big 5-0 yesterday. He's my agent manager, whichever. I think he prefers being called a manager, but whatever. So Guy's done a lot for me over the last year or two, sorting out some of the things for me and diaries and stuff. So happy birthday to him. Yeah, and we're now at £103,443. So happy birthday everyone on there, and happy birthday, literally, Hannah. Literally hours old. So yeah, that's all for today. Sorry today's video hasn't been much tractor action. Just been one of them days really, catching up with things on the phone. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have you got a lollipop stuck in your hair?